the unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Richardson gets this quickly to Mitchell. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Nice play here by Adonai Mitchell. And, Mike, it's so important to understand in today's NFL, and teams continue to get better and better at it, the notion that if you want to score points in the passing game, it has to be a direct correlation to your ability to generate explosive plays downfield. And with Mitchell, it's a big reason why the Colts targeted him in this past year's draft. He is explosive. He can get downfield. He adjusts and tracks the ball very well. And then ultimately, you're not always going to be open. So if that's tight coverage, can you go up and compete for the ball? He checks all those boxes, and he's going to be a big weapon in this Indianapolis Colts offense.
Not a whole lot happening there. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Shot 60, shot 60. Go.
From the gun, Richardson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here. So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Catch made, right side by Wilson. Down the right sideline. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Jets. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And he'll work his way forward to about the 30-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
A second down throw for Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Ready?
Out of a shotgun, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And
he will go all the way. Garrett Wilson, touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
he decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Mustang 19.
On 2nd down, Richardson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's into the end zone. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Jets. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. and make it 3 in the first. He has thrown 3 first-quarter touchdowns. An incredible start to this one.
It really is incredible, Mike, and I'm not sure really what word there is better to describe it. This is just truly a special performance we're seeing today. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited what the next 3 quarters have in store.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll go again here with Taylor. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. The Jets. Second and 7. Catch made. That's Woods. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Here we go.
Zone read. It's a give to Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Get it.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Richardson gonna hit the deck here, but not before he picks up a first down. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
When you're game planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. Good blocking, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson.
Xavier Gibson on return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
The master of play action, Rodgers. The open man is Wilson. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Jets first down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
A loss of 7 brings up second and 17 at the Colts 47-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Rodgers to throw. He'll get this complete to Gibson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
So, fourth down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. They'll come up here, first and 10. Throwing is Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
On first down, it's Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Now Richardson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet. We see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet. And as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup. And he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Matt Gay on now for the Colts field goal try. That one is good. And the Colts cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And no run back here as this third quarter begins with a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process. For a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
28 yards on the gain, and it sets up 1st and goal. They'll run, it's Hall. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. Williams in motion. They run on the jet sweep, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. To the goal line and in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Let's go now.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down, as he's got this up to the 35.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll run here with Hill. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They go right back to Taylor. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
From the gun, Richardson. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On the give, it's Hall.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game?
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. First and 10.
Let's go!
To throw, it's Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Hall. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here now, 3rd and 5. On play action, Rodgers. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A first down throw from Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A give left side. Here comes Hall. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. Here's a 2nd and 9. the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he's in. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Come on, set! 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger!
Richardson operating from the pistol. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. Seems like they got a little lazy. They got locked in on maybe 1 or 2 of the offensive targets. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Here's Richardson. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This passing attack is proving to be a lot to handle for this defense, Mike, especially over the last couple plays. 4 plays, 4 passes, 4 first downs. It doesn't get much more efficient than that. And let's give credit to the offensive coordinator. Don't try to fix it if it ain't broken. At this rate, they're going to be in the end zone in no time unless this defense gets some answers to slow down this aerial attack.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
And a short pickup there, only up to about the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers now. Pass caught right side by Conklin. And he's taken down up past the 35.
First rule of backed up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will add one more onto their big lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Richardson to throw. Now he'll air one out. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find them.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Go.
Throwing, Richardson. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Chuck Clark. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. So this one in the win column for the Jets. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.